From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, owners of light electric vehicles will soon need to buy a road user licence under new rules coming into effect today. Road user charges paid by most motorists when they buy fuel will now apply to EVs as well as light diesel vehicles and trucks. Sophie Trigger reports.
EV drivers have until the end of March to get their first RUC licence and buy their first prepaid unit of 1,000 kilometres in road user charges. It'll set back a Tesla owner $76 for every 1,000 Ks driven, and a plug-in hybrid EV will pay $38. Police can issue an infringement notice for vehicles without a valid RUC licence.
Labor says the lift to the adult minimum wage isn't good enough. It increases 2% today to $23.15 an hour. The increase coincides with boosts to superannuation, some benefits, childcare assistance and student allowances. Labor's social development spokesperson Carmel Sepuloni says the minimum wage rise is measly.
It was disappointing to see that the minister herself actually wanted to give even less than what they're giving. But that doesn't even match the increases to the cost of living.
6 people have died on the roads this long weekend, the latest in a 3-vehicle collision at Okaramio in Marlborough. A motorcyclist died after a crash near Matamata on Saturday. The same day, 3 people died near Twizel. A person died in a crash south of Rotorua yesterday. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is set to undergo surgery for a hernia under full sedation. The operation will take place today after the Israeli War Cabinet meeting. An emergency curfew continues in the Australian town of Alice Springs in the wake of a series of violent incidents. Chaos descended on the Red Centre town on Tuesday afternoon when a large group attacked a tavern as tensions escalated between families following the death of a teenager. Brawls continued later in the evening with up to 150 people involved in clashes. That's news. In sport, a major swing to Liverpool in the English Premier League title race. The Reds have come from a goal down to beat Brighton 2-1, while title rivals Manchester City and Arsenal have just finished 0-0 in their later match.
As Anthony Taylor blows the final whistle, it is a point apiece. It is not the result that either side would have wanted. It will go down very well on the red side of Merseyside.
Liverpool are 2 points clear with 9 games left, with the Gunners second and City a further point back in third. The Warriors are likely to be without 5/8 Luke Metcalf for an extended period after he went off with a suspected broken leg in the 2012 NRL win over Newcastle at Mount Smart. The Sharks have beaten the Raiders 36-22. That's sport.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.